Shalom, I'm Sivan Rahav-Meir. So many things are going on right now in Israel and the Jewish world. It's hard to choose. So many heroes, so much bravery. I want to emphasize, I want us all to focus on something I think we're missing. We discuss bravery in battlefield for sure, in Gaza and everywhere. We discuss the evacuees, bereaved families, wounded soldiers. There's a spiritual level. I think there's a spiritual process going on, and unfortunately, it is not covered. That's why I decided to choose Rabbanit Tzili Schneider from Kesher Yehudi organization as my hero this year. She comes from an ultra-Orthodox community. She runs an organization of Kiruv called Kesher Yehudi, organizing chevrutot, learning together, for years. But since October 7th, something changed. Tzili decided that her goal now is to create, I would say, a new language. The Nova tribe, 3,000 survivors of the festival, they will never forget it. What about them? What about their Jewish identity? Tzili asked them to come for the first time for Shabbat, to spend Shabbat together in Yerushalayim. I was there. It was beyond words. They were dancing with the Sefer Torah. They were eating and blessing and singing Shabbat songs. Some come from frum, Orthodox families. They were keeping Shabbat in the past. Some completely unaffiliated, unconnected, learning for the first time about their identity. It became a community. We have a WhatsApp group called Mehanova Yerushalayim. In a way, it's not just a physical location, it's their direction. Mehanova to Yerushalayim. They come here once a month to Yerushalayim, to hotels. Tzili is part of the group, and she really organizes everything with her team. It's fascinating to see the way they're waiting to keep Shabbat together. The peak was Simchat Torah. A year later, the Nova tribe came to Yerushalayim to keep this Yom Tov together, to celebrate Simchat Torah as their yortzeit to their friends, but also as their day of Hatzalah. They were rescued. It was so emotional and so special to see them dancing together. They were dancing there a year ago. Now they're dancing here with the Sefer Torah. Turned off their phones, not connected to everything that's going on out there. No push notifications, no distractions, just holiness. Nobody really, I think, covers it. As a news provider, I'm really shocked to see. This is just one example. Tzili is in touch with the families of the hostages, dozens of families, especially the mothers. They became their best friend. They learn Torah together, and they also come, they participate. I was there, I witnessed families of bravery. Their sons, daughters are not here, kidnapped in Gaza, in tunnels, and they're here, discovering their Jewish identity, some for the first time. They learn Torah, they keep Shabbat. They ask us to do more mitzvot. And there's another circle, the bereaved families. Families of fallen soldiers, they're also involved. I want to just tell people outside of Israel, I know all you hear about is, demonstrations, Twitter fights. Someone said something to someone at the Knesset, our parliament. It's not the full picture. Don't miss, I think, the spiritual process. You see it outside of Israel. The Jews all over the world are becoming more connected, more devoted, more engaged, more. It's everywhere. Unfortunately, what they say, that here on the news, every evening at 8, we say good evening, and then we prove to you for an hour why it's not a good one. So I want you to know, good things are going on. The Jewish people are writing, I think, a new language, becoming closer. It's one of the miracles. It's a holiday of miracles, Hanukkah. One of the miracles, I think, is the response, the Jewish response. In the Holocaust, I guess it was the opposite. The Jews disappeared. They chose to live their Jewish identity at the shtetl in Europe, either, going to America or to Israel, Judaism wasn't their thing after the Holocaust. In this disaster, after this massacre, we say to Hashem, we understand the message and we want to become closer, not far away. I think it's exactly the opposite now in our generation. People are much closer. You see it everywhere in Israel, from tzitzit to tefillin, from hashparashat chala to the mikveh. Everything is higher and closer and more connected. So in a way, people like Tzili, and really the creative things she does, I would never dare, ask the Nova survivors to keep Shabbat. Maybe because she has this chutzpah, she does amazing things here. And I think up there in heaven, that's the main headline. The Jews are coming back home. Bring them home now. We say it about the hostages. We also pray and say it about our brothers and sisters everywhere in this world, so unconnected, assimilating, disappearing. Bring them home now. Now is the potential, now is the timing, and you, as partners of Mizrahi, of world Judaism, people who are inside this project of Jewish identity, you can also be part of this process. We're all committed to share our knowledge and to heal the Jewish heart and to face this mutual challenge together and become stronger at the end of the day. Happy Hanukkah from Israel. May we see lots of miracles and lots of light. Thank you.